Pretirement is not retirement. It is not about retiring early. This is Amy Palmer. I'm your GenX Big Sister. And as a reminder, pretirement is the decade and a half ish before you're ready to retire. So let's talk about what it is, why it's not about quitting, it's not about just retiring early, it's about editing your life and making changes in your life. It's slowing down in some areas. It might be speeding up in other areas. It depends. It means revisiting the current state of events. Like, where are you in all the various areas of your life that are priorities for you? And how satisfied are you in those priorities? And for those areas where it's ranking low, doing something about it now. Don't just keep on keeping on. Like, we Gen X women, we work hard, and we work hard to that goal, and we don't get off the hamster wheel, the treadmill. We don't get off the ladder until we absolutely have to, before we're pushed off or whatever. But sometimes it's just out of habit. It's out of the momentum of just habit of constantly doing it. I was pursuing a corporate executive goal, an intangible goal thing. I was pursuing it my entire career and was completely disconnected to why. I thought I was connected to my why, because I did a lot of personal development work, and I did a lot. I'm a big fan of Simon Sinek and the power of why, but I didn't go deep enough into my why, and I didn't like I was doing it because I wanted other things, but I didn't stop to ask myself, are there other ways to get those other things? Is there another path that I could be taking that would be more rewarding, more fulfilling, and fill me with more joy? I didn't stop to ask myself that until I took my sabbatical. I took a sabbatical, and what's happened since, I've been in what I've been calling, this is my name for it, I am in pretirement mode. And that means like just editing what your life looks like. I don't want you to think that it means, well, it just means I'm going to retire early. So I'm going to give up like working with other people. I'm going to give up caring about causes that are important to me. I'm going to give up being useful, being needed. I'm going to give up having a purpose, having a daily purpose going into my job and everything. It's not about giving any of that up. It's not about needing to stop any of those things. What actually needs to stop is over-functioning, over-delivering in every aspect, explaining yourself unnecessarily, managing other people's feelings and emotions, and like worrying about how they're receiving you or other things. We need to stop saying yes because we feel obligated, and because we feel like we need to be taking care of everybody, and we need to be, people pleasers, and we need to be liked, and we need to stop all of that. We need to stop carrying the weight of burdens and responsibilities that were never ours. We took them on, but we didn't have to, and we didn't need to. Those are the things that we need to stop. Always being the reliable one, always being the one that's helping, always being the one that's remembering everything for everybody else, managing everybody's calendars and schedules, managing everybody's responsibilities, holding the family together, managing all of the relationships, being the glue, and not expecting that much in return, being very low maintenance, being low maintenance and easy going. Definitely not something that we want to continue doing, but it's hard to stop. Like, why is it hard to stop? Well, our identity was built on being needed. And no matter what roles in life you have, even though I don't have a partner and I don't have kids of my own, I definitely built an identity on how much I was needed in other ways, whether it's through friends, whether it's through coworkers, whether it's through bosses, people that worked for me, being needed and relied upon and being leaned on. It feels uncomfortable letting go of all this because we feel guilty about taking a rest and taking a break and being still and being quiet. All of that is very new to us. so that feels really comfortable, really uncomfortable. So I'm suggesting that we reframe how we look at this season. This pretirement season is all about sort of you're adjusting the dials on your screen. If you're looking at a big screen vision of the rest of your life, you're just adjusting the dials of how you want to operate and what you want to do. And you're going to look at what's sustainable for you and know that when you decide to stop doing certain things, that's not failing, that's not letting other people down, that is pouring back into yourself, which ultimately helps the people around you who love you. So what pretirement looks like is fewer obligations, needlessly obligated. So you're letting go of being needlessly obligated. You're shortening your to-do list. You're shortening, like you're being clearer on your boundaries. You're leaving more free space, white space in your time, in your day, in your week. And you are comfortable saying, I don't have the capacity for that right now. So you're choosing how you are showing up and how you are spending your time. And without having to explain yourself to people, that's a big one too. So how can you go about doing this? I mean, you can't go from all to nothing. I want you to think about, is there like a task, a commitment, an expectation, an obligation that you have that's either recurring or maybe it's a big one coming up or something? Is there one that you can let go of or dial down on or step back from just a little bit? Ask yourself, what am I doing mainly out of habit and not necessarily out of alignment or true need? Ask yourself that. Is there one thing that you can step back from this week? My name is Amy Palmer. I am your GenX Big Sister. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel. Your GenX Big Sister, signing off.